Hey, Dave, thank you very much. Well, it's the cry of baby boomers around the country, long-term care. Steve Moses is traveling the country informing people about the pluses and the perils of long-term care. He and Charmaine Golsan join us this morning with more. Good morning. Welcome to Tune In. Great to see both of you.
Thank you.
What are you doing up this early?
Well, this is when you do the show.
You're from Seattle.
I am, sir.
Does it really rain in Seattle?
It rains all the time. We have two seasons, August and the rainy season.
So we're not alone here in South Louisiana. Tell us, you travel around the country. Number one, what do you hear about long-term care, and what are you telling folks about long-term care?
Well, I'm traveling around the country as part of the National Long-Term Care Consciousness Tour in an Airstream trailer with the logos of our sponsors on it, trying to get the attention of people that long-term care in the future isn't going to be funded the way it has been in the past, and that everyone needs to begin plan early to save, invest, or insure so that when the time comes, if they get one of the chronic illnesses of old age, and we're living longer and dying slower these days, they'll be able to purchase quality long-term care in the private market.
So what's the scary thing? What are you hearing from people as you travel around the country? They don't know this, or
Well,
they're not planning?
The baby boomer generation on the cusp is going through long-term care challenges with their parents now, and it has them frightened because we're seeing people, women mostly, having to take time off of work to look after an in-law or a parent, and it's stressing out the businesses. It's a terribly challenging time for people, and you have here also Charmaine Golsan, who's been covered in Life Insurance Selling magazine. She is a caregiver par excellence since she was 13. We've got people beginning to become sensitized to the importance of planning for long-term care. We need to push it forward, and that's what the Consciousness Tour is all about.
Charmaine, how important is the planning? From your perspective, how important is this planning that he's talking about?
Oh, it's just instrumental. You can't wait until the crisis happens in order to plan. You just have to plan ahead for it.
Tell us a little bit about your story.
I'm the oldest of 13 children, so I tell everyone I don't have any memories of baby dolls, but I do of live babies. But I got into the long-term care field about 14 years ago, and I'm just passionate about it. I am the baby boomer generation. I am the sandwich generation. You know, I have people that I tend to. I have a job, a career, and I'm raising a 4-year-old grandson. So it's very important.
And she's not alone. There are a lot of people that fit into this category.
77 million baby boomers getting older and approaching the time when they'll be taking money out of Social Security and Medicare and Medicaid instead of putting it in. So we've seen the population pyramid turn upside down. Instead of a big generation supporting a small generation, it is backwards. Traditionally, long-term care has been financed primarily through government programs like Medicaid and Medicare, but those programs cannot continue to support as many people. So that's why the public needs to look at long-term care through the windshield instead of the rear view mirror, and when they do, they will see a brick wall of fiscal reality approaching.
And you have a special meeting here in Baton Rouge where people can actually get more information about this.
Yes, indeed.
We will be at the Archives Building, State Archives Building tonight at 6 o'clock, and we invite everyone to please come out and listen to what Steve has to say.
Steve, who should come? Who should come hear what you have to say and get more information about
We would love to have the public come. We would love to have people who advise aging Americans, financial planners, accountants, attorneys come. We would love to have the media come. Anything we can do to spread the word that people need to take this risk seriously, much more in the future than in the past. Anyone who has any interest, anyone's providing care to a senior today would find it of interest, I think.
Well, we'll have more information on this where people can go on our tune-in page. But we thank Steve and Charmaine. Thank you so much for being our guest this morning.
Well, thank you for having us.
And welcome to rainy Baton Rouge. Sunny yesterday, though. We don't get as much rain as Seattle, but it rains here a little bit.
It's a beautiful part of the state.
Well, it's great to have you on Tune In this morning. Thank y'all so much.